Welcome to Survivors Talk with your host, April Jackson Hunter. Hey, welcome to the episode of Survivors Talk with me, your host, April M. Jackson Hunter. If this is your first time in the house, I'm going to take a moment to introduce myself. I am award winning author April M. Jackson Hunter. I am the author of Mercedes Closet Keeping Deadly Secrets. I am also the founder and the president of Mercedes Closet Inc., which is a nonprofit geared to empowering survivors in the LGBT community. LGBT, I'm always messing up. Community like myself. I'm just get this moment of time to give it to my wife for stuff because I'm always messing up. Let me get myself together. Go, babe.
I'm Tammy Jackson Hunter, the wife of April Jackson Hunter, and also the vice president of Mercedes Closet Inc. How y'all doing out there?
Y'all got that excuse. She under the weather, so she kind of a little, we gonna excuse her today because she ain't got her normal energy that she normally be having, but it's okay. I still love her.
I'm
Today on,
sorry.
you ready? It's no problem. Today on Survivors Talk, we got in the house Chef T from Food from the Soul Instagram blog articles that she be doing. I was a guest on her Instagram blog, and she does some great food. So you guys get to check her out. We get all the information when we're done. But Chef T, a little bit about yourself.
Hey everyone, hey world. I'm Chef T. Um, like she said, I do Friday Food for the Soul on Instagram, and that's just pretty much me just being a motivational chef. Trying to be positive and motivate. My peers and those that can relate to me. I'm the owner of Just Me Chef T LLC. I cater all type of events and things like that. So, and I've been cooking for about 25 years now. So I don't look that old, but I've been cooking that long. Probably a little bit longer than that, but professionally, 25 years.
Oh my God. If y'all seen some of her food posts she be making, she should name it food porn because she be having me over here starving. I'd be like, what is you baking? Till stop. Like, I'm a foodie.
I know, I am too. I'm trying to lose weight, but it be a lot hard. I switched from that. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily vegan. I don't want to label myself because I don't like labels. But I'm just pretty much trying to figure out what's good for my body, what's good, taking away things, add things. So no, I don't eat beef, pork, chicken, or turkey, but I do eat some seafood from time to time, like fish and shrimp. So, but a
Um,
lot of vegetables and salad. So yeah.
I feel you on that no label and stuff, but I think I'm geared a little bit more toward leaning to be vegan. I don't really eat meat. I'm allergic to shellfish, so I'm pretty much like only vegetables and plant based proteins. So, but I'm still fat because I still like to eat. So that part. Okay, T, I have some questions. I know anything I want to answer. Absolutely, this is like solely for what you want to answer. It's like a goal for what you want to do today. Um,
Oh, you can ask me anything. I'm open. I'm open minded. I don't
da, da,
close
da,
off to nothing.
da. Like that. I'm sorry. Okay, it is our understanding that your experience with trauma came to you in the form of partner violence. Would you like to share some of that with us today?
You said a partner violence.
Like domestic violence.
Um, that's a little part of my trauma, like recent trauma in the past years, like a year or so, with my previous ex. We were together. We literally broke up the day before our 2 years. Um, I was much older than her, so she had not experienced being in relationships. I was her first relationship, and I believe due to the fact that she went from being under her parents' thumb to jumping out into being into a relationship with someone, number one, that's older than her and not having no experience to do anything, it caused a lot of issues in our relationship. And then meaning that things that she went through, experienced as an adolescent and as a youth in her own personal life with her family, kind of boiled over into our relationship. And a lot of what she dealt with was aggression and abuse and things like that. So anytime we had any type of verbal disagreement or argument, it always was like ready, set, go. Like I'm ready to fight. And I'm just like, we don't have to do all of that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I'm here for. I don't want to fight, you know what I'm saying? I want to us we can argue because it's healthy in relationships, but we don't have to argue to where it escalates to become something physical, or you haul off and try to hit me because you think I'm going to hit you. That's not what I was about. I'm never about that. I don't agree with no one putting their hands on a woman. I don't care if it's a woman and woman or a man and woman. I just don't agree with it. Ladies and babies, they love me and I love them. So, you know, that's my slogan, ladies and babies.
That's powerful, but I'm glad you hadn't brought that up about defense mechanisms, because we were talking about that in previous um, live that we had did, because that was Tammy's defense mechanism when me and her first got with each other, and she would always go straight to defense. No matter what I said, she was like straight defensive. So we was just like, that was like a good thing that you brought up, because I think it's like most people who come from a place of I say trauma like that way tend to do that, put up those walls.
They Yeah, they already on ready, set, go. And especially when you the youngest, you had to fight all your siblings, you had to fight a parent, and you had to fight all your cousins. So you pretty much had to fight your whole life. So what you think gonna happen when you interact with someone that's trying to show you love? Same thing,
Correct.
because you don't know what love is.
See, that wasn't my situation though. I've never had to fight my siblings, my parents. Never came from no rough background growing up. It was just with my last girlfriend, my ex. It was just she did so much, and it was, because she had how can I put this? She was so jealous, and she had trust issues. That's the word I was looking for. Excuse me, I'm like my wife said, I'm a little under the weather today, but
I'm
she
sorry.
had a lot of trust issues. And because she had them trust issues, she felt like I was always doing something. Like I'm the one, cheating. So she come at me all kind of crazy, want to go through my phone and all type of stuff. And if Mercedes was to ask me, tell me, babe, let me see your phone, I'd be like, what you want to see it for? Just because I know that's what I dealt with my ex-girlfriend. So it was like, no, you can't see my phone. Not that it's anything in there for me not to let her see, but when I don't deal with that because I dealt with it for 5 years with my ex. With her going through my phone, always trying to find some stuff. And then it was a point where me and her wasn't even in a relationship, wasn't committed. We lived together. I was in one room, she was in another room. She's still at my door ear hustling and wanted to check my phone and flipping out. But you talking to this hoe and I'm chilling, and it's a problem still. So yeah, when I got with Mercedes, it was like I was on the defense all the time because of what
How
I went through.
how much time did you have in between that relationship and getting with
Oh,
your
when
wife?
I got with Mercedes, I was dealing with Mercedes and her at the same time. But they
That's
both,
so. So
they
you
both knew. I wasn't in a relationship with neither one of them. But this one, my ex, was just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in real life. Like we both agreed we ain't in no committed relationship. We don't want that. We gonna do what grown folk do, and that's it. You do what you do, I'm gonna do what I do. And when I did what I did, it was always a problem. But she could talk to all these other chicks on the phone, go see them, and I didn't care. Cause when I said I'm doing what I'm doing, I was doing what I was doing. I didn't care what you was doing. Me and you, it's nothing. We was together, it didn't work. We still live together in the same house. You got your room, I got mine, and you still at my door air hustling. But we still was dealing with each other, like me and Mercedes was dealing with each other when I was dealing with her too. But we were supposed to have that understanding, but she just, because she wanted to be with me like that. I didn't want to be with her like that because I was tired of going through the nonsense with her, with the jealousy and the trust issues and all that, and still had them anyway, you know? But I was very defensive when me and Mercedes first got together.
So much so that we almost didn't make it because we was like, "Hey, I'm tired of arguing with
Right.
you." We was both tired of arguing, so we had to just step back and get an understanding. But you said that your domestic violence wasn't your first trauma, if I'm not mistaken. You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, but before we get away from what she just said,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna go back to that. But I just want to say, a lot of times if you don't allow, because you learn behavior, and
Yeah.
if you don't give yourself the space and the time to unlearn that behavior before you jump into something else, it's going to carry on,
Oh, of
regardless of
course.
what the person you with is doing, if they
Of
on a whole
course.
different level or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times we jump from relationship to relationship without ridding ourselves of the
You
energy
gotta
from the
clear, you
person.
gotta leave that baggage. You gotta unpack
Right,
that baggage before you get there.
right.
You know that
Yeah.
now.
So you have to, yeah, you have to. I mean, for those that don't know, you need to take
Oh,
off everything that you just had and allow yourself some time to heal and be like, okay, I don't want to take these issues, because that's what I told myself. I didn't want to take none of the issues that I was struggling with for years into something new. I don't want to penalize another person for something somebody else did without giving them the opportunity and the chance to make their own
And and you know
you
what?
know
It's
errors.
not a and you know that you say that Mercedes did that with me.
yeah. I told her that. It
Yeah.
wasn't. I wasn't saying that we know that now because what you had said. We learned that as we went along. We was
Yeah,
like,
but
listen, we
but
gotta
you
let this
did that, and I appreciate you for that.
unpack this baggage because we can't keep living in this house acting like this. I'm not gonna keep doing this. So you know what I'm saying? And we get it. And because me and Tammy, our meeting is not conventional. It's like people no people some people date, and we had open this with us. And I knew she was seeing somebody else and I was doing my own thing too. And we was for friends. It wasn't like we were girlfriend and girlfriend. We was friends. We had a
Right.
connection and we vibe. So when we go out, we vibe. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, you with this, you with her, you with. That wasn't the case with me. You can do what you do. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your wife. So whatever you do not with me is not of my concern. So like with me, we with each other. When you not, do you? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
But
That's
you
how we
but
was.
you didn't know that she was bringing that energy from old girl into y'all situation.
No, they
That's
didn't
because
start
that's
until they didn't start until we with each other.
Yeah, till we got
They
with
didn't
each
start until
other
we start
was
committed with
girlfriends.
each other. Yes,
Yeah,
when the baggage started coming to pace because we dated for a long time without us being in the same
for
environment.
like a whole year.
Yeah,
was
Like a
you
whole year.
tell me, were you having sex with both of them at the same time?
I wouldn't say no.
Not at the same time, like a threesome. I mean, like
No, I
I
get what
was
you're saying. I
I
don't
no,
think
I
right.
so.
understand what you're saying. I was having sex.
But
Well,
we didn't. Me and Tammy didn't vibe like that at first. We were just
and yeah, we
friends,
was just hanging out. We was just chilling, like
Okay,
really chilling
kicking the
together,
bobo.
just
Yeah,
kicking it, just
kicking
really
Bobo.
kicking it. And then shit. After a while, yeah, I was having sex with both of them. You
sorry, y'all. My
know,
nose is like doing its own thing.
I was having sex with both of them after a while, but it wasn't even that long because I had left my ex alone because she did the craziness. So that that that
Yeah, the
that
crazy.
made my decision even that much easier to go where I needed to go and be with who I wanted to be with.
It wasn't even that. It was really even my fault that she was really back with her because I like flipped the whole because I was going through something on my own self. You know what
That's
I'm
what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
talking about.
And I
That's
was
why I
just like,
said
I
you
want to be who
did
I
that.
want to be with. I want to fuck who I want to fuck. I don't want to be
Yeah.
have no label. I don't want to have to be trying
And
to
she
lie.
told me
So I
those
told Tim I ain't
exact
want to be with her no
words.
more. I thought I want to be with you no more. I just want to do me. And so after
Right.
that, she started back dealing with the ex. So it was my fault.
That
Yeah, because
transfer I was just saying
huh?
that transfer of sexual energy, because I think I mentioned that in one of my Friday Food for the Soul.
That's what I mean, because I was already
Uh,
poker puff, so I wasn't.
People that you have sex with, sometimes you transfer the energy to that person, to that
Yeah,
person, to that person.
yeah,
So yeah, but I'm glad y'all in a whole better place now, because y'all,
But that wasn't the
y'all
issue with us. It wasn't like a transfer of energy. I was already I was already in my own battle. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a for me. I was just, I was doing me. I didn't want to be bogged down by a label. And Tammy kept trying to put a label on what we had. So I was like, what we had is working. So why would you label it? You know what I'm saying? So
But that's still energy though. Energy is everything. When you touch stuff, that's energy. You know what I'm saying? Transfer energy, no matter what it is, good or bad, or how you feeling, or I ain't in your place and you ain't in my place, it's still transfer energy. Like you can call somebody, and like we different in different areas, and I can call you and you feeling good, but then I call you because I'm down, and now when you get off the phone with me, you down. That's transfer energy, and
Yeah,
we weren't
I
it
get
even
what
in
you're
the same.
saying.
happened.
I get
We
what you're
weren't
saying
even in the same
wholeheartedly,
spot.
but then
Yeah.
that wasn't the vibe I was getting out of it. It wasn't even nothing to do with her because at the particular time she wasn't even on my level. So yeah, whatever. I was just vibing my own lane. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going through something. I was angry, Chef T. I was angry. And I had to become a firecracker. I was like, girl, no, I ain't. That's what I was. But me seeing how much I hurt her, I thought I didn't want to be with her like that. It hurt me, and so I was just shit. I think I do love this later.
Yeah, she
I
wanted
felt
to do what
together.
she wanted to do and fuck who she wanted to fuck. But in less than a month's time, she was right back there with Tammy. I'm sorry, man. Yeah. I let her rock. It hurt me because I wasn't feeling that from her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
But I was
I
telling her that though. I was telling her out my mouth. And she kept on saying, but I didn't
yeah,
feel that.
but
You felt the vibe because we were vibing. But I'm telling you,
right.
I don't want what you're trying to give me.
But
I'm
look,
telling you that.
no, listen. Honestly, you
Hold on, my
did
apple.
want it. Honestly, you did want it, but you just felt like you didn't want it. But honestly, in your heart, you wanted it, but you was just too scared to come get it.
Ever.
And then once Tammy
It was
stopped
something you never
fucking with
had.
you on that level, because you didn't want to fuck with me, so I let you rock and do you. And didn't answer your call one day or return it.
I was like,
And
what?
that's when you really seen what was really going on. Like, oh no, she always answer
I'm
my
like, who?
calls or call me back. And
Like,
that
answer that
that
phone
that
later.
right there, it messed your whole mental up. Cause
It does.
I never not
It's
call
on
you
my
back
mental.
or answer. Huh?
Yeah,
You said
my
what?
mental up.
Do
You gonna
what?
get
I
off stuff. It
mean,
ain't even about it. This is about Chef T. Go,
I know, I
hold
I'm
on.
know.
just saying. I'm just saying. I get what you're saying because I kind of got a situation like that now because a lot of times when a person is used to
We're gonna
a
get into
certain
that.
type of loving or someone being a certain type of way with them that they've never had, it scares them because I
Mhm.
mean it's rare. It's
We
like
ain't jumping the
no,
gun. T. We're gonna get back into that. Pause that button. Hold that thought. Go back to the question that we had dropped off. Talk about your other trauma because we're gonna get into that T right there in a minute. But go back. I got a whole cup of tea for that. We're gonna go back to the other trauma. We're gonna go back to that. We're gonna go back. Let me sip my wine because I got
so
some
you
tea for that.
you want to know some more traumas?
Y'all
Shit,
got
I
my
got a
tears. Y'all
lot.
got me up here
Well,
crying. My eyes is like watering and everything. Cause tell me your other stuff. Go ahead, T.
I
I'm
would
on
say
some real stuff.
Shut up.
I would say the beginning of trauma for me, what I can remember, was probably like around me being 8, um, and that was just sexual trauma,
I remember. I'm
uh,
sorry. I do remember that.
being sexually uh, having sexual things done to me at an early age for some years
Yes.
by a family member. Uh, and I say it will last. I said it lasts at least about 8. I mean 8, 9, 10. At least I was about 11. You know what I'm saying? And then around the same time, in between that, I found out that my pops wasn't my biological father. So I got this, and then I got this, and then I'm like, I don't know what to do with none of this. And then you thinking like, okay, if he's not my dad, then where the hell is my real dad at? And why isn't he around? Why has he not contacted me? Why has he tried to have a relationship with me? And then I found out I got other siblings. Okay, so why do I not know them? You know, so it's just like a domino effect. And then when you're going through this and you ain't going into your teenage years, it's like, okay, now can't nobody really tell me nothing. And then I turned to have this attitude, a slight attitude towards my pops, like, okay, you ain't even my real dad. So technically, I don't gotta listen to what you say. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of sort of the attitude I had. But then in the same sense, I had his last name. You know what I'm saying? So I was his kid. He was telling people I was his kid. So I was his kid. And it's a lot to grasp as when you're young, all these things like this is not my father. And you got another whole biological father. Not really knowing what none of it means to finding out, okay, I'm just thinking, when I see the wedding pictures and they just had me before they got married. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't think like that, like, okay, maybe, I got another father somewhere. But so that affected me a lot throughout my teenage years, not knowing where my biological father was. I did all type of stuff coming up. It's crazy because I kind of lived a double life as a teenager. So I grew up a PK. My pops is a minister. So on one end, I'm going to church and people seeing me like this. Oh, you this, you this, not knowing that I'm raising all kind of hell. Yeah. when you ain't seeing me like this. I'm in the streets. I'm gang banging. I'm smoking. I'm selling drugs. I'm doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I probably out here was making more money than some of the people that was older than me. You know, so I kind of felt like I lived a double life doing the things that I've done. Coming up, being a PK and having to have a persona over here, and then I'm doing all this other stuff over here. So it was a struggle, but God saw me through. He knew what was best for me.
Absolutely. That'll lead me to my next question. Thank you for sharing that though, because a lot of people experience childhood trauma. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's so afraid to share because they're so afraid to tarnish their family image, and it has to be brought to light because this has to stop. Somebody has to speak out and protect the kids. And thank you for being vulnerable with us.
Oh yeah, I was afraid for so many years. One being because he threatened me to not say nothing, so that's why I didn't say nothing when I was younger. But as I got older, it just became because I didn't say nothing for so long. It was like, what was the point?
Absolutely.
But then now, as I got older, it's like other people going through this. Other people need to know my story and see how I came on the other side of it. So I just want to be able to help somebody.
I'm so glad you are a pillar of statue into that community, and I'm still wanting to help you with this book. We ain't gonna talk about it though. Our next question is, do you think that or have your trauma played a role in you falling in love after trauma? Do you think your trauma has played a role in it?
In falling in love?
No, do you think your trauma plays a role in you finding love after trauma?
Oh, I would believe so. I'm 39 and I've had my fair share and a couple of other people's fair share too. So I would say so because I wouldn't allow myself to love. The first time I fell in love, I was 18 and it was someone, she was a few years younger than me. And we were together maybe like 3 years before things kind of fell off with us in the first time of us being together because we were on and off for years. But in the first few years, she hurt me. I'm like, I've never been in love. I went through all this trauma and I haven't feeling loved by my parents. Even with my mom, I had my mom there, but I didn't feel the love that I felt like I should have felt from my mom. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that I felt like was because of my dad, him not being there. Then I found out, she did tell him about me when she got pregnant. I think he maybe saw me once and then he moved away. You know what I'm saying? So, I felt like he hurt her and it kind of spoiled over into her relationship with me as her child. So not having the love of both of my parents and trying to find love and everything else that I was doing and other people, when I finally did open myself up to someone, they hurt me. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to allow this. This is not going to happen again. I'm not going to feel this way I feel again. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
I love, but I wasn't going to allow myself to be hurt by love again. You know what I'm saying? And I've opened up myself to different people and say, okay, I love you. I got feelings for you, things like that. But not to the point where I was going to allow it to break me down and hurt me the way that it did before. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And I've got to the point where, okay, if it don't work out, then it just don't work out. Okay, I can move on. At first, it was hard for me. Like it took a lot to get over my first love. It really took years. I'm talking about 15, there were, 15, close to 20 years just to get over one person. You know what I'm saying? And in between that, I got other people that possibly could have been in love with, but I just didn't allow it to happen. Or I sabotaged it.
And we tend to do that a lot.
A lot. I sabotaged a lot. I ain't even gonna lie. I sabotaged a lot. So I can technically only say I've been in 3 relationships.
So we come to find out that you might be in another relationship that we started talking about earlier. You can continue that conversation now. We're gonna press the play button on that conversation again.
And that's another thing too.
And she's absolutely for the picture you showed me, she's gorgeous. Yeah, I do wholeheartedly think she's very pretty. She's a very pretty girl.
I don't know why I seem to always attract the broken. It's because, like I told my cousin, I was like,
Broken.
I sometimes feel like I have like this hero syndrome type of thing, and I be kind of want to break away from that, but it is like I'm always geared back. We all broken in some type of way, and that's why I've gotten to the point like we all have issues. We're all broken in some type of way, and it's just like other issues am I willing to deal with? Can I deal with for the rest of my life, or can we deal with and start working on to break some of them issues down? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody issues you don't want and you don't want to take on, and that's why I've gotten into my life. I'm like I'm 39. I'm tired of the bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, it's people that's older than me, but I feel older than what I am because I've always just been around older people, and I'm the oldest of my siblings, so I had to grow up fast. I had to cook for them. That's how I got into cooking. You know what I'm saying? So I've done a lot. I've always had to take care of me and mine, no matter what it was or whatever I had to do. So the relationship that I'm in now, she's a year under me. Like I just turned 39 in March. She's getting ready to be 38 this month on the 27th. Her birthday's the day before my daughter's. So she'll be 38 on April 27th. She's been in domestic violence relationships. She's only been with 2 men and like 2 women, but only one relationship she was really in, which was for her son's father. And her son is like 15 right now. Well, no, he just turned 16th on the 30th of March. But her son's father wasn't, good to her. You know what I'm saying? And all of her issues is kind of spilling over into us.
Yeah.
One being is that her opening up and just like she's talking more to me. Because before we'll be on the phone and she'll rather text, I ask her a question and she'll rather text me the response instead of saying it. I say, you can't talk to me right. You can open your mouth and talk to me
a
right.
Safety thing for her. It's like a security blanket for her. And
right.
And
then she hides her face or don't want to look at me completely or put her hand up like, you don't have to hide from me. Even when I was with her when I was out of town for my vacation, like I'm like, we're not gonna go out no place because number one, you're hiding yourself. So I don't want people to think that I'm being abusive to you and that's why you hiding. And then number 2 is when you're eating with your head down. Because that was something she had to do previously. I was like, was that something that you had to do when you was with somebody else? Like you had to hold your head down or you had to eat a certain way? And she said again, I'm like, you don't have to do that with me. It's like, it just broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? To see, somebody still doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now she doesn't do it when she by herself or at home and stuff, but anytime she's around me, that's what she's doing. And I'm like, and she always say that I'm more beautiful or I'm more sexy. And this is, I'm like, no, you're beautiful, you're sexy. Or we beautiful and we sexy together. You know what I'm saying? So it is a little difficult dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Communicating with someone like that's trying to hide you, but yet you want to be open with me sexually. Like you cool with the phone sex, you cool when we having sex, but you hiding from me with everything else. I can get sex anywhere. I want a connection. I want something more than that. You get what I'm saying?
I understand completely.
It's a little difficult, but I'm making do because I feel like she's worth it. I really do.
That's a key point though, because like I said, at the end of the day, I came from a very, very toxic background. My wife knows. I talked to her selflessly about my past, and she knows. And I came from a place of brokenness as well, and I was like a drunk and all kind of crazy messed upness when my wife met me, and it was just like I committed to taking time to help her unpack her baggage because that's something that, but like I said a previous time, that's something that she has to do though. She has to initiate the unpacking. You can talk to her and help her do it, but she has to be the one to open the suitcase. And she's not gonna be able to move forward until she opens the suitcase. Because it's how many years has it been since she has moved along out of that situation? May I ask if it's not too much?
From her son's father.
Yeah, whoever, yeah.
Her son's father. Well, they hadn't been together as far as relationship, and maybe like over a little bit over 10 years because he went to jail. But
Right.
when he got out, they were messing around.
So she
I
was
think for a
still
few
in his
years.
grip. She was still in.
Just right. Now she's totally out of his grips. You know what I'm saying? She's just strictly liking women. You know what I'm saying? And I said, is your son's father the reason why you don't like men? She says part of the reason. But the other reason is she just more so attracted to women than she is men. But him being the way he was, yeah.
And it's gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's gonna be an easy journey because it's not. It's gonna be a very difficult journey, but you have to be in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's totally doable. Because me and my wife are examples. That's why we're doing this. Love after totally doable, but you have to take it easy. And it's like walking on eggshells because anything can make her slip back. And I feel like if you're the
I be
person to do it,
trying. I try. Like right now, I haven't talked to her since last night. And the reason why we haven't talked, normally we on the phone every night, going to sleep together, waking up together, stuff like that, because that's something she wants to do. It makes her feel comfortable, you know, kind of knowing what I'm doing, which I don't have a problem with. I don't have nothing to hide. I've always been honest. Like I tell anybody, if I'm talking to somebody else besides you, I'm gonna let you know that. But if I'm just dealing with you, that's what I'm doing. I'm dealing with you. I don't have in this point in my life, I don't have time to deal with nobody but you anyway. You know what I'm saying? And if I wasn't dealing with you, I'd be by myself. But we haven't talked since last night. I'm kind of don't even want to say this, but it has something to do with sex. But it's like how you want we on video call, and I'm like, how do you want to do that? But you don't even want to show me your face. You keep constantly hiding from me, and I keep telling you, part of my attraction is seeing your face.
yes,
So how do you want me to? I have to. That's part of me being attracted to you. You keep saying you don't think I'm attracted to you because I'm not trying to jump your bones every 24 seconds. No, I don't want to jump your bones every 24 seconds. But let me see you. That's drawing me into you. That's drawing my attraction to you. You know, that's turning me on. Being able to see you. You know what I'm saying? Not just hey, let's just no. I don't. That's not what I want. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Like I told her before. I've been around strippers all my life. I used to throw stripper parties. So getting ass, seeing ass and pussy, that comes a dime a dozen. I don't care nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I want something deeper. I want something, a connection, to build something, to grow. Like I told her last night, I said, you're a grown woman. You got a grown ass mouth. I need you to start using it. I need you to open your mouth and use it.
and intimacy is difficult. Intimacy is on a different level. Intimacy is way deeper, and it's
Way
like
deeper than sex.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what
Way
I'm trying to
deeper
show
than sex.
her. Like, I feel, I get it. That's what you have to go through with somebody else. Like that. I guess that's what all they wanted. That's not all I want from you. That's
absolutely.
not.
But she
So,
what when she don't when that's what all she's used to, then that's what she gonna expect from you. That's what she think of that's what you want. Cause that's
And
all
everything
she
I
knows.
do turn her on. Like she said, your voice turned me on. Just looking at you. She's like, you could just say anything, and it's just like, it's just something about your voice. I'll say you could be turned on, but why come every time you turned on, you already said go? Like let's chill, like let's talk, let's like you said, have that intimacy, let's connect. Like let me
Cause she
see
don't
you.
know nothing but that. That's why. That's why.
people are true because lesbian relationships are intense like that, and that's how so many of us jump into relationships that we are not
Yep.
ready for and getting married because the sex is intense.
Yep.
We as conscious adults have to learn how to step back and slow it down because when you go full force with lesbian relationships, we're gonna be married in 2 weeks. I'm
Facts.
serious.
And it's the
It
truth.
moves that fast. But you have to
It's
learn to
Facts.
dial it down. Listen, I want a deep connection with you. We got to slow this down because I don't want to be married in 2 weeks and then 3 weeks later we can't stand each other. No, we learn how to dial that back because we
look,
jump
I
I
stuff
got
really
a
quick.
friend. I
I
got a
told her
friend
that.
right now about to get married next month, and she only
Oh my
dealt with
God,
this chick for a few months.
we ain't
Moved the
doing that.
girl
You
into
always doing that. Stop.
moved
No.
the girl into her house, and now
Mm-mm,
she calling me, asking me questions.
babe.
It's
We
just
ain't
crazy
we
though,
ain't
because
putting
that's how
nobody
they
else's
go.
business in the streets like this. Stop. You
Listen,
always
but
doing that.
but
Stop.
I don't
but yeah,
care because it's the
No.
truth.
I feel
but I
that.
did
I
but
ain't
I
put
did that. I told her last night because we was texting, been texting today too. I said we're not doing having sex anymore until we connect more, until you show me you more,
I feel
until
that
we,
heartedly though.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And I said to be honest with you, I really didn't want to have sex with anybody until I knew we was gonna get married because I'm tired of giving my doing it. I'm tired of this
Tired of
person, that
doing it.
person, that person. Like
You tired of
I'm t-
doing it
I,
in general?
no, no, no.
Oh,
I'm not
I'm
saying in
sorry.
general. I'm, I'm just saying I'm tired of,
And we didn't make that decision. I
keep
was just like,
get I'm tired of giving me
I get you though.
sexually to different people. You know what I'm saying? I just want one. That's it. Just one.
Know what you can do.
We can figure this thing out, and I can
Make
do
it a
whatever
game with
it is
her
I
though.
want.
You can make it an intimacy game, like a give or take game. Just so she can get involved with it more. You know what I'm saying? Just like a little, intimacy is like a whole different level. Like you can send her like little tests to reward her for intimacy with you. To let her know that we're gonna do this thing. You show me more intimacy, we can do what you want to do. Like a give and take. Make it interesting, make it fun. Because it's about fun. Because most people think they get in a relationship and they start getting serious, the fun goes away. But it can be about fun. You guys can make it fun. Intimacy is about fun. So you can do things like send a little nice texts to her, make it a game, or send her some flowers, or just mail her a letter. Like writing handwritten letters, not texted or emails.
No, I can do that. I can do
Handwritten.
that.
You guys can write
I'm
each
good
other
at
back
that.
love letters, like mail them. It's up to you can do sexting inside the letter. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'm sorry,
Right.
I got a
I
crazy
feel you.
mind. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. I'm
I
totally with
want
that.
a
Like I
handwritten
don't.
letter too.
First of all, I hand what you a letter, give it to you for hand. I ain't mailing you let to stay in the house today.
Hey,
Nah.
as a matter of fact, the last person I was just talking to, I wrote her ass a damn letter. That didn't go no damn well, but when people just ain't ready, they ain't ready, and you just
You
gotta
right.
Exactly.
just
You right.
move the hell,
And that's why I
move the
say
hell on.
she gotta open the gate herself. And she has to want to do, and that's why I told her when I was talking to her on the phone, you have to be the one to initiate your journey. The journey is yours. T can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna burn herself out trying to pull you if you ain't walking.
I said that to her today in so many words. Like I said, like she said, I'm sorry. She said, I know you trying, and I'm sorry that I have so many issues. And I said, you got to stop saying that the issues that you have is so many issues that you have, and start working them because we speak life into the things that we're doing. And if you keep speaking life into the issues that you have, you're gonna continue to have those issues instead of working on them. So
Absolutely.
your step needs to be is to take one of those issues and start working on that one. The one that you feel like is the easiest out of all your issues that you can probably start making moves and adjustments for, and just start breaking it down one by one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how we all do things. You know what I'm saying? Rome
You
wasn't built in
gotta
a night.
you gotta face your issues head on. Cause if you don't, it's not gonna work. You're gonna always have issues. I told my wife that when
Oh me girl.
huh?
I'll
I
just
did tell you that. And that's when she noticed that she had to
Oh
start
yeah, she
her
did.
issues head on. And that's
She
what she
did.
started doing. And she focused on her and her little situations and problems. And she got done with it. I said, look, you can't drink and keep drinking and drinking, thinking it's gonna take away your problem. I said you have
Right.
to face your problems head on. That's the only way you're gonna get rid of your problems, to deal with them head on. Just boom, you gotta go head to head with them.
But I
That's
didn't
the
believe
only
her at
way.
first. I didn't believe her at first. And when she told me, I'm looking at her like, I ain't got no problem, lady. You crazy. But I promise you, not just this days later, somebody else said the same thing. And I'm looking at her like, oh hell, I got a problem.
And that's the thing we don't like to admit that we
Yes.
have problems
But you
and
you
issues.
gotta start the first.
Like I have,
I stopped drinking like that. I promise you, I put it down. I didn't drink for a long time, and
I
I
feel
commend
you because I
myself.
had issues with alcohol too. So I mean, I'm one to
It
say
was
I
my
had
drug of
issues with
choice,
alcohol
though.
too.
I'm better now. I can drink wine, and I can drink one or two, maybe on the weekend. I don't even drink. I used to drink every day. I used to drink every. I'm sorry, y'all, my allergies are bothering me. I know y'all keep seeing me wipe my nose.
Every day, all day, she used to drink.
What's in y'all mouth? Boo, you over here eating? What you got going on? You know I like
I
food.
just put a
Boo.
peppermint in my mouth.
Oh,
So my
I'm like,
mouth is
girl, you
kind of
got me. I'm
dry.
like, what you got in your mouth? I'm so fat. I'm sorry.
Nah, my food at my grandma's house. So
We forgot about it. Listen,
oh,
we
you
go.
good? You good? I'm chilling.
And what she did though, she told me that, and I was looking at myself like, "Girl, you're alcoholic, girl. You gotta get yourself together." And I had to, so I had to pull the bandage off. And when I pulled the bandage off, T, all of the, you know how you pull a bandage off a scab and the scab come off with it, and everything
Mm-hmm.
from the scab start oozing out.
Yep.
That started happening to me. Like all of my pain, my bitterness, my hurt started. And I was a basket case for weeks. But you know what? They never left my side. She let me cry on her shoulder. She let me cry on her lap. She let me cry on her pillow. And and that's why I said we had such a deep connection before we even got married, because Tammy did not constantly wanted anything, not sex, nothing. She said, "Let me take you out," and we vibed. It wasn't no end of the date. Let me get a kiss or let me go home with you. It was never that. She opened the door for me, brought me to my door. She let me go inside. She never asked me for nothing. And every
Mm-hmm.
date was like that. It was like so selfless. It was a different kind of level that I vibed with her. And Tammy could actually rob a bank with her, and I would have went out and did it, because she showed me so much dedication and so much caringness that I didn't want. I wanted it. I was attracted to it. I was addicted to it. So when she stopped talking to me on the phone, and I had to go through withdrawals from her attention, I was like, "Nigga, wait a minute."
Man, you did that though. And you the one that did that.
But
You
you
told
have to
me.
do that. You have to do that to them. You have to do that sometimes to
Place,
people to get them to know, okay, I got to make these adjustments or I'm going to lose something that's great. You know
my
what I'm
face.
saying?
Right.
I was like this.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
she
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 was.
asked to talk to me. She asked to hear my voice today. I said, no, not right now. That was this morning. I said, no, maybe this evening tonight.
Yeah,
Because it's
but
like
like
you
you
want
said,
something, but
you have to do
you're not
that.
giving
You
right.
have to
You're not
do
giving
that.
me what I'm asking for.
Exactly.
And it's even more difficult for us because we're long distance too. So that's another thing too. It's not like I can go down the street
See her.
or
Yeah.
to see her or whatever. No, we're long distance. So that's it. And that's not even a problem for me, being long distance. That's not a problem, issue for me. It's not one for her either, but it can affect the relationship if
Absolutely.
we
It
know
really
she don't
can.
start if you don't start making certain adjustments like on the issues that you have and just showing me your face like because after a
Yeah.
while, like you say, I will get burnt out. And I have done that in the past. Like,
Burnt
I'm
happens.
tired of this.
It happens quickly. It happens far faster than people think they do.
I'll drop in a minute. I'll drop in a minute. But I've learned that, like I was saying in my Friday Food for the Soul last Friday, a lot of times we want a list of certain things. And the way those things come about might not be in the order or the way that we want them to come about. It's a process. So maybe some of the things that I'm going through to get what I want out of a woman, I have to go through these certain things and just help her and be there for her because she's a good woman. She's, she's a great woman. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful. She has a beautiful heart, beautiful soul. She's very caring. You know what I'm saying? So, and those are a lot of the things she has is what I want. You know what I'm saying? It's just those few issues. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, am I gonna miss out on something great because of these few issues? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm sticking around because I care for her. I really do, and she's a good woman and a great woman, and I just want to see where we can possibly be, because I know it could be somewhere great.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't want you to take it to heart because you know I love you. You saying you my sister from another mother. You have been adopted into our family. I don't care where you go. I'm tagging along. But I want you to do what you do as far as a relationship, but don't compromise who you are or not
Oh
listen to
no.
your own feelings.
Oh no, that I won't do. That's why I stand firm on how I feel about something. Like she wanted to talk last night after she wanted to keep texting. Oh, I was gonna call you back. Nah, I'm good for the night. Let's start over again tomorrow. And even this morning, I'm like, nah, I'm still messed up on how you handled things last night, because at the end of the day, regardless of what you've been through, you're still grown. You're still a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? And grown women need to open their mouth and say what it is that you want or what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling you from day one of us talking, I'm not who you've been with. And I've been showing you this, and you saying that I'm showing you. So then you got to give me something. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm gonna always stand on who I am. And if I feel like it's compromising who I am, I'm definitely gonna make the adjustments, because I've been known to do that.
Absolutely. Well, Chef T, we thank you for coming on here. Is there anything else you want to share with the people before we close on out?
No, just love your life, live it. If God wakes you up every day to see another day, like I always say, there's a plan and a purpose for your life. So figure out what it is and live it and then walk in it.
Say word. Preach. I was just playing. Okay, Chef T, tell them where they can find you at on social media.
I'm definitely on Facebook. You can find me on my personal page, which is Latoya Maria Carter. And then I have a business page, Just Me Chef T, on Facebook. And then I also have Instagram, Just Me Chef T _ on Instagram, where I do my Friday food for the soul. I also have a YouTube channel, which I'm getting ready to start back doing my making videos of different recipes, and because I bought me a new tripod and lights and all this type of stuff. So I'm ready to get back to it. I haven't did anything live since Thanksgiving, so that was the last thing I did. So it's time. It's time for the world to see again. Some
You
more
ain't gonna be
food.
happy to top up a bitch ringing your doorbell for my plate. You ain't gonna be happy.
Hey, I need some hands on deck, man. Like the month of May, I'm like I'm almost booked every
What you got
weekend.
going on? Like
Um,
different events?
Bridal showers, luncheons, birthday parties, yeah, events.
Well, you
So
better go
yeah,
ahead and work it out then, Sister K. I
yeah,
see
oh
you.
yeah. So yeah, I try to stay
What
booked
you
and
need?
busy,
What
but you
you
never know.
need? You fly me there. I help you.
Oh God.
So so
What
what
you
you need?
need?
I gotta find me a team. You know what I'm saying? That's close by. You know what I'm saying? I
Look,
don't
she said
mind
close
finding
by.
nobody.
Ain't like,
I
listen.
Look,
do
I get
because
ready to
because
say,
because a
look,
lot of
I'll be
times
on the team, goddamn.
I do, but I do need me a team that, what I'm saying, I can call on at any given moment, you know what I'm saying, or have somebody that's a steady for me to help me when I need help. Because like I said, everything is on me. You know what I'm saying, which
We'll
I don't
discuss
have a
that later
problem with,
when we get off.
but
But we're gonna have to figure that into the yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead, you
everything
can
is
finish
on
saying
me.
what you were
So,
saying. I'm just saying we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna could see that come back. What you
but to
go.
be honest with you, baby girl, she can cook and she wants to be a chef. So I'm like, okay, well that's be good. You know what I'm saying? Once we get you to open up more,
I'm a
then you know what I'm
pastry
saying.
chef.
You can, yeah, and see, that's what I'm not. I don't like to bake. Like it's too slow
I
for
don't
me.
I don't
I don't
bake.
like baking. I don't like
I
baking
don't
cakes. I
bake,
don't
but
cookies.
I am a pastry chef. I did go to school for it, the New York Restaurant School. I graduated, all
I
that
bake.
3.0. I don't bake though. I
Yeah,
haven't
but
baked in a long
yeah,
time.
but that's what pastry chef do. They do all the sweets and desserts.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't do no desserts.
See, I was gonna the chef I worked under at this
Hmm.
restaurant, he wanted to teach me how to cook. But I told him I needed 2 weeks to rest and relax because I was working with him, plus doing driving the bus, plus driving a cab in New York, 3 jobs, plus going to school full time. I had no time, so I was burnt out. I was tired. But then he had left and got an offer with somebody he was working for some celebrity he started cooking for. So
Okay.
when I went back there, they was like, "Oh, chef, he gone." I was like, "Oh man!" So he was like,
Well,
"You know,
that's enough.
Opportunity.
That's another thing I do under my business too. I haven't had many of those, but I got contracts for those too, where I
celebrities."
teach. No, I ain't got no, not yet. But I'm talking about where I
Oh,
teach people how to cook. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Or
okay,
cook
okay,
certain dishes, whatever it is that they want to do. I'm willing to demonstrate that. You know what I'm saying? Or
yeah,
show them how to do it, whether it's virtually or hands on. I come into your home.
yeah,
So I have contracts drawn up for that as well. And I also have a consent contract if you don't mind me video recording. If you don't want a video recorded, then it won't be recorded. So
yeah.
I do that as well as well for the world to know. So just me, Chef T. Look me up on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and probably on your TV screen soon somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll
I should-
happen. Speak it into existence. It'll
You know
happen.
what I'm talking about? On your
I was
TV
just talking
screen
about.
soon. You know what
Okay,
I'm talking
babe.
about? Yeah.
Babe, tell everybody where they can find you on social media. Y'all done went through a
Yeah.
whole nother 20 minutes on talking about food. I'm not fooling
Hey
with y'all.
man.
They know
Hey
where they
man.
can find me on
No, they
Facebook.
don't. Tell these people they can find you.
Y'all can find me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm not all over social media like my wife, like I tell y'all every week. That's what she do. I'm on two things, Instagram and Facebook, and I'm barely on Instagram, but Facebook, that's where I'm at. Come look me up. Tammy Jackson Hunter. You know. That's it. That's all.
Sharing all the craziness.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you guys, you can find me all across social media, like my wife said, on Facebook and Instagram. I am April M. Jackson Hunter. I am also Mercedes Closet Inc. You guys can find me on Twitter at Mercedes Closet. You guys can find me on TikTok at the author April M. Jackson Hunter. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. We'll see you guys next time on Survivors Talk, the LGBTQ edition. I always messed up again. You see how I do? Peace.
Peace.
Love you.